I'm tracking with you from the standpoint that when you think about those 15 areas and people getting, and I'll use your phrase of constructive criticism, I think we should maybe do away with that phrase.
I do too, yeah.
Constructive criticism, only because no one really enjoys criticism. People can deal much better with coaching, right?
I was going to say, you replace it with the word coaching.
Exactly.
I coached youth football for 25 years, and it took me probably, because I had that Marine Corps background, and I had the coaching experience I had in high school, and it was, don't ask questions, do what I tell you. Are you going to run laps or this or that? And I had that same mentality with the kids, and it took me a while to realize, wait a second. I just read some statistics that 70% of all playground youth in organized sports are quitting organized sports by the age of 13.
Wow.
And that was from the National Youth Coaches Sports Association. And I got certification through them, and I learned a lot. And the more I got to thinking about that, I'm going, it's us. We're driving them away because we use the wrong style.
Mm-hmm.
A coach doesn't call it constructive criticism. If he's good, he's coaching his skill set. And I realized my job out here is not to win games, although that's fun, and I want to try to teach them that mentality. It's to teach them a skill that they can learn and get better at. And if they have fun doing it, then they'll play at the next level. They'll go to junior high, and they'll go to high school.
Well, it's an interesting point that you bring up about by the age of 13, I think you said 70% of people are stopping playing that sport. I wonder how much we actually change from 13 to 23 to 33 to 53. Do we all of a sudden look at work as different than play when we're 13? I mean, I personally feel like the dynamics are very similar. You spend a lot of time doing it. You want to be accomplished at it. You want to do well. You want to win. At the age of 13, I know that when I started my first job and was in my 20s, 21, 22, I'm not sure how much my mindset changed that all of a sudden now this is work. I'm just trying to make the point that I don't think we're really that much different at the age of 13 than we are the rest of our lives from the standpoint of what makes us happy and what we enjoy, right?
Right.
So the fact that people are in that coaching experience or opportunity feeling like they don't really want to do this because of the approach, it would seem to me that in work, we should be really aware of the fact that it isn't much different than when we're kids.
Yeah, and there's an old saying, people quit their boss, not the jobs. And there's a lot of truth to that. That's not absolute by any means. There's other factors involved.
Sure.
But that just shows they're not going to quit a coach unless they've got some other motivating factor that's a better job, better pay, better value proposition. But as long as somebody's really caring about them at work and their development and growth, that's what it's all about. And that's what I started doing as a youth football coach, is trying to show the kids I cared. And that was probably more rewarding for me throughout the rest of my career coaching, is that knowing that I was doing that for kids and making a difference. And, 10 years later, I'd run into one that's already in college and they're like this, and they give you a big hug. You know you did something right. So then I started saying, okay, well, what's different about the workplace, Ray? You're an HR advisor. Use the same kind of skills, build your credibility as a trusted advisor and try to help people.